Hello, welcome to a new episode today. I'm so happy that you're here because I have some exciting finished objects and some exciting projects on my needles and crochet hooks. I have two finished objects today. One of them is from last year, but the pattern is released just recently, so this is the first time I'm showing this on the screen, and that is the Veelu by Pufido. I used two yarns for this. One of them is a superwash merino 16 fingering, and the other one is mohair, which is called ball mohair. They're both from Earth Yarns, and they're kindly gifted by Earth Yarns for the testers. So I knitted this like in 2 months last summer. I think I finished this last August. They were planning to release the pattern on last October, but then things changed and the pattern is just released now in May 25. So it was knitted on 3.5mm needles and in pieces first, because as you can see, it's a garter stitch, but it's not horizontal, it's vertical. So you start knitting the fronts first. So this is a garter stitch, line, row, and this one with the mohair is two rows of mohair. It's very light and it's very gorgeous. It looks very gorgeous. I am in love with this vest, and whenever I wear this I get a lot of compliments on it. So it's knitted in pieces. First the front pieces are knitted and then connected, and then the back piece is knitted, and then the shoulders are grafted. Then stitches are picked up for the sides and then grafted to the front. So yeah, that is the Veelu by Pufido. And yeah, my second finished object. This is a recent finished object, so this is it's very exciting. The Sporty knit skirt by Florence Miller. And it is amazing. I am loving it. And all the projects on the Ravelry page, they're all amazing. When I checked the projects on the Ravelry page, I was so excited and so amazed to finish this skirt because they're all amazing. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this pattern. This is a very well written, very simple, very beginner friendly, and yeah, it is a very gorgeous pattern. I cannot recommend this skirt pattern enough. So you start, it's step down. You start knitting the band. First you start knitting here with the stockinette. After a couple of rounds you make this per round, because this is the place you'll fold it off, and then keep on knitting this stockinette part again, and then close it, putting the elastic band inside it. There's an elastic here inside. Close the stitches, knit the stitches together with the stockinette pieces. And then you start knitting the ribbing, which is a 3x1, 3x2, 3x3, 3x4. So the increases are made only in the purl rows. There's no increase in the knit rows, knit round, so it's just all increases are in the purl sections. I knitted this in Lamia natural wool. I had this in stash because I used this one and a couple of more colors for my stripe hype sweater, which I like so much. So I had this in stash and I made a swatch and hit the gauge with this yarn. So it's all natural wool, and the colorway is L289, and I used 3.5mm needles. It's kind of tight gauge because it's meant to be tight, you know, it's a skirt and you don't want to make it see-through because it's not the kind of a skirt. So yeah, that is the Sporty Knit skirt. That is the Sporty Knit skirt by Florence Miller. There's also shorts in the pattern if you like to knit inside, but I didn't. Now let's go on with the whips. I have a very exciting tee on my needles, which is the famous Colette tee by Sari Nordlund. Yeah, I have just joined on the front and the back, so I'm knitting this on 4mm needles, US 6, and I'm using the recommended yarn, which is Knitting for Olive Pure Silk. That's the first time I'm knitting something in pure silk. Actually, that the colorway is powder. Actually, that is the original yarn and color that Sari used for her sample. For the smallest size, she recommends to have 6 balls of yarn. I bought those balls in Amsterdam in West Knit's shop, which is called Stephen and Penelope shop. So they're kind of special to me. But there were only 5 of them, so I've got only 5 balls to knit. I think I've got the yarn is held double, so I'm using 2 balls now, and I only have 1 ball left. I'm playing a very serious yarn chicken here, but yeah, I think I'll make a shorter tee if I will have to. But I want those sleeves, those short sleeves. So I think I'll be good. Yeah. So let's try this one on. This is the first time I'm trying this, by the way. Oh my god, I am loving this. I haven't swatched for it because I only had 5 balls, so there was no need to swatch because it would be because I would have to knit the first size no matter what, and I was using the same yarn Sari used. So, and I knitted a couple of Sari Nordlund patterns, and I know that I have to go up a needle size for this, so I did. The original pattern is knitted on 3.5mm needles US 4, but I'm knitting it on 4mm needles US 6. Yeah. So I just went up a needle size again, and I think I'm good. So this is a very cool pattern with some eyelets in between garter stitches and a very long cable stitch pattern. I never use cables to twist my cables. The only time I had to use cables, not cables, but another cable needle was for my huge cable cardigan jacket, which is cloth. As it was knitted with very thick yarn and very large needles, I had to use, and the twist was 10 stitches by 10 stitches, so it was a 20 stitch twist. So I had to use a spare cable needle to twist them. And this is the second time I feel more comfortable with the cables, to twist my cables. I don't know, it's because of the yarn, I guess. Yeah, it's normally I find it very practical to not use cables for twisting my cables, but this I am more comfortable to use cable needles to twist my cables in this. When the weather is warming up, I get so excited to crochet. I love crocheting summer garments, summer pieces, summer accessories. I love to crochet in summer. So I have a couple of crochet whips right now. One of them is a filet crochet, which I am trying for the first time, and I am finding it kind of fiddly because I have to look at the chart all the time. I have to count all my stitches, and here I have a lot of stitch markers. Also, for every 10 stitches I have a marker. It's kind of going, it's kind of a slow project, and it will be a set with a skirt on the top. This is the skirt one. I started with the harder one. I don't know why. And look at this color. How cute is this color? I'm into pinks recently. I am into like soft baby pinks. And yeah. Oh. Now that I see it on the screen, because while you're crocheting this, you cannot tell where you are and if it's going well. I don't understand anything when I look at the piece, but when I put it on the screen like that, now that I can see it on the screen, wow. This is going pretty well. Yeah. So I'm using Lanaso Gentle. Lanaso is a Turkish brand. And that is one of their 100% cotton yarns in this very cute baby pink color. So the set is knitted in 2 pieces. This is the skirt one, and there's a top version. The pattern is not available on Ravelry. I bought it on Etsy, and I will link it down below. So yeah, this is the first. And the crochet hook, 2 millimeter with 4 crochet hook for this. Exciting, exciting pants are coming up. So these will be the Alma pants by Stefania Sonniez. So she is available on Ravelry, but she doesn't have those Alma pants pattern on Ravelry, so I bought it on Etsy again. So this is a square motif project. This is a join as you go project. So I'm not very experienced with join as you go projects. I think I knitted 2. So crochet 2 join as you go projects, and this is my 3rd one. And I feel a lot comfortable after having worked on a couple of squares on this design. She says that it's a made-to-measure design. So this would be like the waist section, and I think I need 2 more squares to join this, and then those would be the legs, and then with the last square I think I'll be connecting this like this after the last square for my leg, so it will be like this and this, not this, but yeah, you get it, yeah, like this, with a tube here for the leg, another tube here for the leg, and a larger circle for the waist. And do you see how gorgeous, how amazing this yarn is with all those sequins, shiny little sequins. And the yarn is Nevel Shine. Nevel is also a Turkish brand. Do you know that most of the yarns that are distributed around the world are produced in Turkey? But they're not available. Not all of them are available just here in Turkey. They're just produced here and then sent to the countries that are sold. So this is 45% cotton and 55% sequins. Sequins. And look at all those amazing sequin glitters, shiny. And I only have 3 balls of this. I finished 1 ball and I'm crocheting the 2nd one. I'm gonna need more of these, but I bought it in a local yarn shop and I'm going to ask the shop owner for some more. I'm pretty sure she has more. And yeah, these would be the Alma pants. And for the Alma pants, I made a couple of swatches in order to decide which yarn I was going to use. So this is the same yarn as my filet crochet here. That is a square, and this is another one. This is, I think I like this one as well. I think this is a cotton wool blend. And this one is mohairy, and I like this one as well, but this is not a very clean yarn. This is, I think, 80% polyester, so I decided not to go with this one. I am crocheting this on 2.5mm crochet hook. Here's 4, yeah, and that will be the Alma pants. So my last crochet web, and my last web, a bikini cover up, oops, with a very gorgeous sequin, colorful sequin yarn. This is a very easy and easy growing crochet pattern, and it is available free on YouTube on ACC Crochet's channel, which I'll link down below. So this is a mesh cover up, as you can see. This is the place where I started, so that would be the waistband. And I am using again Lanaso. Lanaso Parla, which is 75% glitter yarn, 25% paillette. Can you see those colorful glitters? Let me show this one. Let me try this one. Can you see it? I don't know. It's like on my knees right now, and it will be like ankle length. So I'm gonna crochet a little bit more, but it's a very fast project. Like if you sit down and crochet it, like you can finish it in 2 days, in 2 or 3 days. So it's a very fast growing project. I think I will show it better like this. Yeah. So there will be a waistband, and there will be a part here at the very bottom when I finish that mesh design. I am crocheting this on 3.5mm crochet hook with size 6. And yeah, they're all my webs right now. Thank you for being here with me watching this video, and I hope you like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.